basically alcohol is what's called they call it in the profession a dirty drug, because and some people don't even think of it as a drug. That's the thing, because it's marketed so, cleverly, and there is a cultural narrative there as well, and probably family histories. We don't necessarily call that out, but anyway, it's called a dirty drug in that it hits all of the neurotransmitters. So other drugs might just hit. So we've got GABA, which calms us down. We've got, I won't remember all of them, but acetylcholine. We've got serotonin. We probably know that, that we need to get out to get the sunlight to get, our serotonin, which helps with depression. We've got dopamine there, which is the habit former, and that's the kind of addictive one, the dopamine hit. But historically, evolutionary, we need dopamine to remember what feels good, so we do it again. So it's for habit forming. So alcohol hits all of them, it blasts all of them, so we get a real sort of upper downer, pain relief, all the rest of it. But what happens, our brain and our bodies are so sophisticated that if we have an overload of something, we need to reach a balance called homeostasis. So the next day when it dies off, when it drops off, our brains say, well, we've had a great big dose of that. We don't really need so much of that. So it will produce less. So that's why you won't have your GABA the next day and you'll feel anxious, or the serotonin will be depleted so that you will have, you'll feel a little bit down. So all of these, and over time, if we repeat, the sort of the habit can then become, the behavior becomes the habit, becomes an addictive behavior, becomes addictive. And then the end stage obviously is this dependency. And obviously alcohol being addictive, it's that extra kind of charge for your body and brain to cope with. That kind of education, like good quality information about it, is really important, and we don't get a lot of that outside. Even like Drink Aware, that's supposed to give us lots of good advice, that's sponsored by alcohol and funded by big alcohol, so they still kind of want you to kind of just drink moderately. They're never going to kind of go, well, actually it's probably not a great idea. So we don't have a lot of good information, and that can be very empowering. But the other thing is that when we're in it, it feels very personal, and we have our narratives around it and our feelings and our relationship with it as well. And so that's why it's really important to build things that you love and to work creatively with yourself, with sober treats, with new rituals, with new routines, with your body, with your senses. And as we've pulled together in the book, because then we work with both sides of the brain. We've got some good information, but then we've lit up our creative and emotional side, and that's actually going to lead the way if we're going to carry on making that change and essentially love being alcohol free.